What's up guys, Phoenix here, and today we're going to be talking about another new movie pack card from Japan. Now this time it is going to be on the upgraded form of one of the previous cards that I discussed, which was the Dark Cubic Deity, the main deck boss monster of the Cubic archetype, the archetype that is used by the antagonist of the new Yu-Gi-Oh movie, Aigami. The main deck boss monster that's basically like a High Priestess and BLS type thing. That card. This is its upgraded form. This is supposed to be the archetype's overall big bad boss monster, and for what it's worth, yeah, I can definitely see it. But anyway, card in question is Crimson Nova Trinity, the Dark Cubic Wicked Deity. It is a level 10 Dark Fiend fusion effect monster with 4,500 attack and 3,000 defense. And its fusion materials are 3 Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Deity. So it takes 3 of the last card we talked about, the actual main deck boss monster, to fuse into this thing. So I haven't been able to find if there's an actual fusion spell or fusion like card built into the cubic archetype. I've just kind of roughly glanced at all of the ones that I could see that I had like access to looking at too quickly. So I don't think there's actually a fusion spell or a fusion trap, any trap that summons this that's cubic in base form, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I think you do just have to like use polymerization or something like that for this. I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, please absolutely correct me in the comments. But that's all I could seem to find with the limited amount of like actual time I spent looking into it. But anyway, this thing is an upgrade on Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Deity, which means that all of those actually really good effects are going to potentially be upgraded as well. So its effects cannot be targeted by or destroyed by an opponent's card effect, so it's hexproof and indestructible. Okay, so it's got the same sort of thing as Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Now this thing is obviously outable through other means, whether it be Stormforth, whether it be Cosmojo, whether it be like Ignister, Trishula, stuff like that. This effect can't be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effect. Actually, it makes it stronger, but also weaker to certain things. It makes it a little bit weaker than actual like Dark Cubic Deity is to the actual like metagame of what we currently have accessibility into, because like you have access to like Ignister and Trishula in the metagame right now, and then you have access to like Cosmojo and Stormforth, as I've already said. But it's actually just more blanket protected from other things, which is actually really cool. But its second effect, when this card declares an attack, half your opponent's life points. There we go. I knew we were going to start getting into more of those half life point territories with boss monsters, and we've definitely gotten there. But third effect, if this card destroys a monster by battle, you can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack in a row. So, you can half your opponent's life points upon attack. If it kills a monster, you're going to take damage from it, clearly, if it was something that was relevant to kill, because like, I mean, but attack, half life points, kill a monster, attack again, half your life points again, kill a monster. Neat. Alright. And then its fourth effect, if you take effect damage, you can inflict the same amount of damage to your opponent. Aha, okay. So, again, we're taking the whole, like, potential intentional draw and forced draw thing into account here, with the whole, if you take effect damage, you can inflict the same amount of damage to your opponent, so you'll both be taking, well no, actually no, this one won't, because this has to actually trigger, so never mind, forget what I just said. But it just makes it to where, like, you can actually just half your opponent's life points, put them in danger zones, and then inflict damage to yourself, which a lot of these cubic cards do, and then inflict that amount to your opponent, so this actually functions as a way for you to double the effect damage that they're taking. Like, for example, you have this on board, and then you somehow you summon the Crimson Nova Dark Cubic Deity, the actual monster you used to make this, if you have them both on the field at the same time. End phase comes. Both of you take 3,000 from the Dark Cubic Deity's effect. In the end phase, you both just burn for 3k. So your opponent will take 3k, you'll take 3k, and then this thing will trigger and inflict 3,000 more to your opponent. At least that's the way I'm interpreting this, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct. So that's actually really cool. Can't lie, that one's actually that's pretty neat. But the fact that this thing alone, I'm not sure how easily it's going to be summonable in the deck, how easily it can be accessed. But yeah, its effects are all really good. Its effects protect itself, like put your opponent in danger zones. This thing does everything that a boss monster for this archetype should do. even though like it probably will be kind of difficult to summon, because again, I haven't been able to find if there's a cubic card built into the archetype that does fusion summoning. I know there's search cards, I know there's all that, but I don't know if there's an actual like fusion card other than just polymerization that you're gonna have to use. And like that's the problem that I'm seeing here. But essentially, yeah, I'm liking this card. This card is really like good for a boss monster. It's not like overly broken in terms of what it could have been, but it just magnifies the strengths of the archetype while being like menacing and like menacing and problematic in its own right. So there's that. So yeah, I really like this card. Let me know what you guys think about this card in the comments down below. That's pretty much all I have to say about this because it's very clear cut. Don't have a lot more to talk about other than that. So anyway, as always guys, thanks for watching. As usual, I'd like to ask you to like, comment, subscribe, do all that nonsense. Links are in the description to my Facebook, Twitch links, as well as a link to the English proxy that I used in this video. It's up to you to size it correctly and get it printed to the proper size, but it's there for if you guys want it, because people keep asking me about it, even though they're already in the description of the videos. So, might as well draw attention to them, right? But other than that, if you want to support me, click an ad if you have not on my videos. I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps me make money, and there's no reason to lie to you guys about that. It's definitely the best way to support me, and if you have an ad block enabled, please disable it. Cannot express how much it helps me out, nor how much it would be appreciated by myself. But other than that, that's all for this video. I'm going to look more deeply into the cubic cards and probably do like maybe a bigger video talking about the whole archetype. Because like doing one card at a time, we're going to be here a while. I just want to talk about these two specific cards in depth on their own because they are the boss monsters, being this video and the previous video that went up, which was the fusion material for this guy. But anyway, that's all for this video, and as always guys, take care.